Joining us now on Blitz is a familiar face, Lindsey Herron. Lindsey, always appreciate having you on Blitz. You're one of our favorite coaches to talk to, and hope you're doing well. Thank you so much for your time.
And thanks for having me on, Brian.
Absolutely. And from your perspective, talk about this 2017 season, how it's going so far. I know you're 8-3 as a team so far. Are you kind of proud of how the team's played up to this point?
I'm really proud of how we've been playing. We do have 3 losses, and all 3 of those losses have been very close matches. Our first loss against East Hall went to 3 sets. Our second loss against Madison County, it was actually best out of 5, and it went to 5, all the way to 5 sets. And then last night we picked up our 3rd loss in 3 sets at home against Tallulah Falls, and that one probably stung more than the other 2 just because it's kind of like become a local rivalry game. But, having 8 wins this early on and being so far in the positives as far as on the W side of the record is definitely a confidence booster for us.
Absolutely. And this is a crazy question because there's probably no good way to answer it, but how do you replace Eleni Gosnell? I mean, she was a 4-year starter in this program, and we all know how incredible, talented she was athletically. And I know this isn't the first time you dealt with this because you had a very similar instance when Haley Guerin left, but how do you replace Eleni Gosnell?
I don't know that you can replace Eleni just because talent like that is very rare, and it doesn't come along very often. However, what I can say is I think all around as a team, we are probably more fundamentally sound than I think I've ever seen us. So although we lost, a huge impact player like Laney, we do have a team that is pretty solid all the way around.
Yeah, absolutely. And I believe, if I'm not, you can correct me if I'm wrong, but I guess about 5 seniors on the team. How much of their leadership do you rely on this year?
We actually have 8 seniors on the team.
Okay.
7 are active. We have one, Miriam, who tore her ACL and had surgery this summer. So she's out for the season, but of course is still a part of our team. And year before last, we lost 6 seniors. Last year we lost 7, and then again we're going to have 8. So the last 3 years it's been kind of like a rebuilding phase every new season. But the seniors that we have this year, only a couple of them have any varsity level experience. So we definitely depend on them, and that's Hallie Black and Katarina Shalikashvili. They're the 2 seniors that have the most playing experience at the varsity level. And then we have some others whom, would dress out with us last year and practice with us every day and got in when they could because they were behind such a talented group that graduated last year. But I've been very proud of how all of them have led, how they've all stepped up their game. They've been thrown into various different playing positions already and have taken that, kind of like just with a grain of salt and stepped in and said, I'll do whatever I need to do for us to be successful as a team. So their leadership and that experience is huge for us.
Yeah, it seems like you said, you have to lock and load every year, and that foundation's firmly built. And I know you start region play, I believe, here in the next week and a half or so. So I know you got a lot of work to do before then, but what do you feel like are the keys to make another run like you did last year to the Sweet 16?
I think one of the biggest things, speaking as, at this point in time, we have got to eliminate these mental errors that we are having on a pretty consistent basis. And the issue with them is they're coming at crucial points in the match or in each set. I see a serve as like a free throw, and I know that you're not going to be 100% free throw shooter, and I don't expect our girls to be 100% from the service line. But when we're missing 12 or 14 serves a night, it's difficult to be competitive in the way that you should be. There are some teams we've played that we should have been able to, for lack of a better term, put them to bed early on, but due to missed serves and lack of focus behind the service line, it's kind of caused a lot of momentum shift. And that was something that happened last night, and we have some mental errors, some breakdowns on being out of position, or not being aware of where we are on the court and what the boundaries are, those kind of things, which it's okay to have a handful of those a match, but we can't have them as often as we're having them and at the point in the game that they're coming. So
sounds like you got a little bit of work to do, but we look forward to seeing how you guys polish that up, and off to another solid start. And Lindsey, thank you again so much. Can't wait to see you make another trip back to the Sweet 16 or maybe deeper this year.
And that's our goal, and these girls know what that feels like, and they're ready to do it. So we hope for the same.
Can't wait. Thank you so much.
All right, thanks, Brian.